Hello, fellow beings incarnated on this planet right now. Today's topic is about deceased loved ones and how they actually sometimes need our help on the other side. So, I've done a few sessions with people, and the deceased loved ones come in, and they don't always have total happiness in their heart, and which is out of the ordinary because most of the time, I'd say 90% of the time, if not more, the people on the other side that I talk to are very have a light heart and are joyful. However, I've also been, the last little while, I've noticed that some actually need healing on the other side. And so and so what can we do about that? You don't have to be and I don't like to call myself a medium, but whatever, call a spade a spade. So you don't need a medium to, or I don't think you do, because no, I get the messages that you don't need a medium to heal the loved one on the other side. All you need to do is talk out loud to them. And I'll just give an example. One gentleman died by suicide, and he was still holding pain in his heart. And I just said to the relative, I said, okay, start talking to him, whatever you want to say. And pretty much the first things that came out of her mouth were, you did everything you could to stay alive. And he did. However, that was a pain he was still holding. Is part of him thought he didn't do enough to stay alive, and so of course he sees all the pain that his loved ones are in who are still on the earth plane, and so he was feeling bad. And so we kind of did a follow-up session, and that pain has gone away out of his heart. So talk to your deceased loved ones out loud, and that can help them heal. So the other way that we can help them heal, is be honest with them. So I've had one client whose dad was very arrogant, and on the other side still. So he dropped his body, just like here, went to the other side, had every opportunity to learn, but he just was kind of a know-it-all, arrogant person, and probably even narcissistic. And he thought he was doing everything good. And so the daughter still had some pain in regards to him. And so she told him exactly what he was like on the earth plane, and that he was mean, and that some people didn't even want to deal with him when it came to money or anything, because he was just not the nicest person. Meanwhile, on the other side, he didn't know that he was arrogant. He just figured he was high and mighty and there was nothing. So when he heard those things, he came down off of his high horse, and him coming down off of his high horse, actually he helped her, and so she was able to forgive him. So it was a give and take. So like I say, you don't need a medium. Talk out loud to your deceased loved ones, because, well, call them in. So this is what I would do, is take a few deep breaths and go deeper and deeper into the silence within your heart. Light a candle for them, and then just start talking to them and tell them how you feel, everything. Just be totally open and honest. And if you want to sugarcoat it, fine, but at the same time, be honest. So I hope that helps. If it does, please make a comment or send this to someone who's lost a deceased loved one, or subscribe. Join womenempoweredtogether.org, because I talk about more things in there. So thank you for listening, and may your deceased loved one on the other side be able to communicate with you easily, and that you can hear them or feel them, because everyone deserves to be able to communicate with them. And you can check out the video Spiritual AF, or Everyone Can Be Spiritual AF, and I talk a little bit more about that, how you can talk to deceased loved ones. So thanks for joining, and namaste.